good fish.
I'm reeling in.
Come on.
First cast?
First cast.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, he's a good one, dude. Oh! Oh! He hit it right as soon as it hit the bottom. Folks, today we're at Apache Lake. And I'll tell you what, this lake in the, well, early fall, would you call it? The nights are cooling down.
Late summer, more like
Late
it.
summer, okay, there you
almost
go.
100 degrees today.
But I'm out with my buddy Matt Shura, and we've had a ball, and we've won some great night tournaments here over the years, haven't
Yeah,
we?
it was a-
when they had them.
Yeah, we've done well
Look what I
here.
caught that fish on.
Oh, look at that.
Ah,
A 1 ounce spinnerbait.
ah, my favorite. My favorite way to fish right here. 1 ounce spinnerbait. That's a persuader spinnerbait. Boy, he got my wire all. That was a nice fish.
Well, you're using a light wire,
Yep.
and it's gonna bend, especially if you horse them and don't keep your rod down
Well,
when you're
drag
reeling them
was
in.
going- my drag was going, so I was putting my thumb on it while I was coming in because I loosened my drags a little bit. And he was just taking nothing but drag, so I was trying to hold it and then reel some line in and hold it. That wasn't the right way to do it. But hey, here's the
I wasn't
deal.
gonna-
That was the first cast. That was the first cast. I was just trying to get my mojo in, man. Hey, when you're whacking a fish on your first cast, I think we might have, well, I'm not gonna say it, because every time you say it, we get jinxed.
Don't jinx us.
All right, we're gonna come out here, try to catch some fish. The water is off-colored, the water is down. I don't know why the water's drawn down so far. They had a big rain here last week, and I'll tell you what, it muddied up this water a little bit, didn't it?
Well, even the ramp, when we were backing into the ramp, the trailer actually stopped, and we had to go over that mud, and it's all washed
Yeah.
out around the ramp as
Well,
well.
I'll tell you this much. This actually makes for great spinnerbait water. You know, this muddier type
Absolutely.
water. I love this type of stuff. But we're out here, we're fishing some of these points. As you can see, there's buoys up in front of us, and hitting some of these points just going down. We're gonna find out where they're at. We just got here. That was our first cast. Let's try to catch another one.
And just a
It's your
1 ounce spinnerbait.
1 ounce spinnerbait, man.
And the one thing is, you know, when I first started throwing spinnerbaits, I just cast them out and would wind them in, wouldn't
Yep.
get bit. And finally, you know, some friends and, you know, everything, slow roll it.
Yep.
Make contact with the bottom, deflect off that structure, and let that, that's why we're throwing that 1 ounce spinnerbait. How deep
Get
are
out
you?
there a little deep. I'm in 21 foot of water here, but we were off in about 24,
Yeah.
somewhere there. Sitting in 24, we're throwing up, but
So if you're just reeling it in,
Yeah.
it's not gonna go to the bottom. Let it sink down to the, are you kidding me?
you keep talking,
Are
man.
you kidding me?
Come on, son.
Now he's
All
showing
right,
off.
now we're gonna not
No.
let him jump. Now we're not gonna let him jump.
Put your
Boy,
thumb on the spool.
Boy, that persuader spinnerbait, I'm still working my drag. I'm still working my drag, son.
2 casts in a row? Has that ever happened?
Well, it
That's
is
a good
today.
fish too, huh?
Oh yeah, let's see if we
Gonna
can
need
get
some
him.
help. Oh, that's a good fish.
Oh, don't you lose him. Don't-
He's still fighting. Let him fight.
all right, all right.
Let it play. Let it play.
Come
Well, that's
on,
a nice
son.
fish, brother. You don't want to grab at them until they're ready.
Don't you lose that fish, Matt.
Pressure's
All
on
right,
me
you
now.
got it. The pressure's on. 2 casts, 2
Oh, it
fish.
just fell out,
And it
too.
fell out, but they're barely getting it. But
That's a good net, man.
17-pound test. Yeah, good net, man. Wow, look at that fish, son. Look at that.
Sure,
Huh?
it's your fish.
Oh, yeah, let me touch it.
Beautiful fish. Easy, 3 1/4, maybe bigger.
That's a beautiful bass, man.
They're healthy.
Look at that. Let's let her go. Hey.
Wow.
Super bass, man.
He really is a super bass man.
I love it. Oh, my goodness.
All right, can I
What are you
cast?
waiting on?
Can I cast now?
No, you just keep talking. You explain to the folks at home what I'm doing.
I was trying to explain to the folks at home what you're doing. I want to get bit.
You're gonna get bit. You're gonna get bit.
Man. Not very big, but
What do you got? What do you got?
It's
Oh,
a monster.
It's a monster bass. Oh, folks.
Barely hooked.
All right, here we
Barely
go.
hooked.
Now. Oh, well.
Count it.
Yeah, we'll count it because it hit the boat.
Down there.
Got him.
Got him? All
Got him.
right.
I got that one. Oh, he's not a big one. How does he eat a worm that big?
10-inch fish on a 10-inch worm.
Yeah, no kidding, man. What in the world? Get in here, son. There you go.
Hey, it's a fish.
When it's tough, they're all big and nice.
Throw big baits and catch big fish, right?
That's right. Yeah, look at that worm.
Fish on, fish
Fish
on.
on, fish on.
Jeez.
On a jig?
On a jig.
Oh, there you go. Hey, we get right back out here, folks. And guess who just caught a jigfish? Oh. Well, I'm switching to my jig. Look at this. Oh, you got him in the boat. That's a 2-minute penalty.
I'm in trouble now.
Come on, Matthew.
Goodness.
Look at it.
We
You've
can't
got
keep
a problem keeping the fish on the
We
hook.
can't
bud.
keep them hooked. They're just not eating it very well today.
Here's the deal, and this is the honest truth. Josh Bertrand just came by, MLF Pro, and he told us good luck today. That's exactly what he told us. Did he not?
Bad day to do a
He
show.
said it's a bad day to do a show, but you just caught one. Do we need to tell him the truth?
Yeah,
All right, let's tell him the truth.
I think you should be honest.
Matt wants me to do the reality TV, so here we go. The reality is we went to Roosevelt the night before, and we went out there for what, an hour or two?
Yeah.
Tried to get on that great night bite that you and Brad have been on for the summer. Wasn't great, but it was better than
Yeah, it was a good
most.
bite.
We caught like a couple of little rats. And
3.
then, yeah, we got up the next morning. We thought, oh, we'll go out and figure them out. And it was tough. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that lake right now, but it was tough. And we're like, you know what? Let's see if we can get over to Apache, because I love Apache. The one thing I love about these lakes is if one's not hitting, you're not that far from another. Get out and catch some fish and have some fun.
Yeah, you're 45 minutes apart, you know, to launch at Windy Hill, and then, you know, if it's not working at Roosevelt, you can always come to Apache. That's a great option, and Apache's got some healthy fish in it, as you've seen.
It does, man. It's got some real healthy fish. I got to get us back out here where I had that bite.
Yeah,
But, you know, a little bit of breeze blowing, spinnerbait weather, baby.
absolutely, and especially with the stain. But, you know, yesterday at Roosevelt, what'd we throw?
Oh!
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
We even slowed down, backed off,
Yeah.
went out in 30, 40 foot with drop shots. And,
Yeah.
you know, I told him, it's like, I got a spot we can catch them 100%. Guess what?
But then I told you we had a spot.
Yeah, your spot didn't work out
My
either.
spot didn't work out either.
So here we are.
Yeah.
Got him?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Yeah, I do, son.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right off that point.
Right where I got snagged and was getting ready to catch him?
Yeah, right.
right
Oh,
there.
he's barely hooked
nice.
too,
Oh,
dude.
shoot. Let's just lift him.
Yeah, get him in here.
Oh, look at that. Look how he's hooked, guys.
They're not eating it good. But
Look at that. Jaws, a little piece of skin hanging off
I'm
there.
lucky.
Oh,
Glad I didn't wail on him.
yeah.
You know,
Little buddy. Another nice one.
that is a real nice one. One thing really important to remember when you're doing this kind of fishing, for sure, is we're throwing these big spinnerbaits. This isn't something you throw a 12-pound test line on.
No.
When you're throwing back in this stuff and you're throwing in wood and things that you can find, trees,
Boulders,
Yeah.
rocks, anything that'll cut your line up.
17-pound test minimum. You
Yeah.
know, that's what we're throwing. Fluorocarbon line, and just always check your line. But look how he tore that spinnerbait up. I mean, then you can tune the bait. Now, tuning the bait is real simple too on these things. All you have to do is just make sure that the blades are going directly over the hook. So if you go over top of the hook like that, the blade arm should be coming directly over top of the hook, and that'll keep it from rolling, you know? And so that's very key.
Especially with this light wire.
Oh.
And that's the whole thing. You'll be reeling your spinnerbait in kind of quick, and you'll see your spinnerbait turn. That's when you got to kind of bend the wire one way, bend the wire the other way. And I don't know, Leroy Price is a great spinnerbait fisherman. He always just put his fingers on the head of
There you
the
go.
spinnerbait and kind of measured it, because if it's sticking out too far, it's not going to run right.
Yep.
And if it's sticking out, you know, too close, it's not going to run right. But
Yeah.
usually, like what we're doing,
What we're
slow,
doing,
slow rolling
slow
it, you want
rolling.
it bend
Yep.
out. like
Bend out
that.
a little bit. If you're fast retrieving it, then you want a little pinched in a little closer so it doesn't roll on you. But yeah, that's a big, good key to fishing these baits.
Yeah, and you mentioned that fluorocarbon line
Yeah.
has less stretch than mono. You really feel everything down there. We're ticking, you can feel every branch, every rock, so you kind of visualize what you're going through when you're going through it.
I love it.
Yeah, so good
And
job.
you notice we don't have any wind. And we had a little bit of wind. I got those 2 fish right off the bat. We went and hit a few spots on the points. We're still doing it. But because we're fishing so deep, Matt brought a good point up. you don't always have to have that big wind to throw these and catch fish on. We've been at Havasu, glass water, and catching them because we're fishing so deep with these things. So that's another thing to think about. Got him.
All right.
I had to double pump that thing.
Good one?
Not a good one, but
A fun one?
a fun one.
You got him?
Look at
Let me
that.
help you.
Here we go. I don't know how well I got him hooked.
I'll help you. Just in case.
He's a little better than that last one. Oh, I don't know about the same. Just bumping that bottom.
Not done yet. Now you got that one hooked.
Did I get him hooked good on that one?
You got that one hooked.
That's what I'm talking about, son. Yeah. You know, not a big fish, but a fun fish right there, folks. Beautiful spinnerbait bass right there. Man, there's nothing like doing this kind of spinnerbaiting. Slow rolling, bottom of the lake, and where they're at on the bottom, the water temperature's like 80 degrees. Well, it's 79 here, isn't it?
Yeah, 79.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. One thing to remember with this kind of fishing too is no matter, because you are using 17, after I've caught enough fish, right? So it's time to redo the knot. You put some stress on the knot. Even though I feel like there's nothing on the line, man, I have broke fish right off at the knot. It's good to retie it every so often, man.
Nothing worse than getting that bite and setting the hook and just pop.
Oh, it's terrible, it's terrible. But you know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna retie, let you get your bearings here on this little point here. But we're just fishing the points coming out and slow rolling. You can see this little chunk rock like this. And Matt brought up a good point that when they're dropping the lake, these kind of lakes like say Saguaro or Apache, and they're not running much current through it, it's like, man, it's a little tougher. Yeah.
It's kind of like the slack tide of the Delta. It's a lot harder to get bit a lot of times.
There you go.
When there's no water movement. And I know some of the worst days, because I grew up fishing Saguaro, you know, 2-3 times a week in Canyon. And every time I'd come and the lake level was down just a bit, it's like they'd stop the flows and everything. In the morning, you know, they turn it back on and then, you know, levels change. Yeah. As soon as that current comes through, fish
it's a
definitely turn
blast.
on. So it's a timing thing.
Well, I remember as a kid coming to Apache Lake, and I've done very well in tournaments. I'd sit up by the dam area and I'd hear a big loud beep, and that's when they started pushing water. And all of a sudden it would turn on the fish, and I'm like, it's like somebody hit a light switch.
We call that the dinner bell.
Yeah, that's it, son. The dinner bell.
The dinner bell. There he is.
All right.
Fish on.
All right. Matty.
Oh,
that was pulling.
Yeah, it's pulling right there.
Right here, you get up front.
Pulling.
Get up front.
That's pulling, dude.
Come on, son.
I thought I had them stuck into habitat, but I think it's all fish.
No, I think you
Probably
got
a big
good
old
one.
catfish the way my day's been going.
It's a giant.
It's actually fighting funny right now.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Well, I ain't lipping no catfish, son. Well, you wanted a big fish. You got it.
You might want to get the net. Unless you want to lift it.
Oh, doody doody doo, doody doody doo. Folks, for my tip of the week, one thing really important about when you're throwing these deep watered spinnerbaits like what we're doing, these 1 ounces, Matt and I are letting them fall to the bottom. And when you're letting these things fall to the bottom, once it hits bottom, and always try to keep your line somewhat tight, so when you feel the bite, if he hits it on the way down, you can set the hook. But once it hits bottom, what I like to do before I start reeling is just pop the blade just a little bit to get those blades spinning. A lot of times when you're reeling so slow, sometimes the blade, if it gets caught on something, it won't turn, and it won't turn right. So it's good to pop the blade every so often. Make sure those blades are turning. And I'll tell you what, it makes a big difference. You'll feel it pulling a lot better that way. But I like to pop it, get the blades started, and it also flutters the blades after it comes off the bottom, like a dying shad or something. And those bass a lot of times will eat it right as soon as you pop it. Oh yeah.
That's a giant.
Giant catfish.
And you know what? That's a really good tip that I learned from the catfish.
Oh my goodness, dude. That thing, it's not gonna fit in my net. Are you kidding
Well,
me?
you gotta understand, the fish I catch, you need a bigger net. I'm serious.
Folks, we need about 2 segments to get this fish in.
All right, we got it. Look at that.
Oh, he ate that spinner.
Come on, don't miss him. Did you do that on purpose?
Did you do that?
You did that on purpose. Are you serious right now?
I can't get
want
the
a picture
tail
with
in,
this.
son.
I want a picture with this one.
Okay, well, let's get it in.
That was about the worst net job
Well,
I've ever
come
seen.
on, you didn't bring me the head.
It was right there.
You gave me the tail. He swam out.
God, I didn't have much of a choice,
Folks,
buddy.
this is the honest truth. I'm just not used to doing all the netting. You know, I've been catching bass today, you know?
Oh, he's burping.
So
Oh
he can
man,
swim
I'm
down.
trying to turn him, man. I just can't.
That's gonna be a great picture, dude. I can't. Get him over this
I'm
way.
trying.
No, get him over this way. You're gonna break my neck. My goodness. Oh.
Now that's how you do it.
All right. Hold on. I gotta get a picture of this.
So the one thing I learned from the catfish guys, I kind of got in trouble with them, is you don't want to hold them. I held him under the gills like this right here and held him up. You know, put some gloves on or just man up and grab him by the lips. Holy moly.
Come on. Come on.
Let me turn my hands around. Oh, we good? Oh my God.
You just never know what you're gonna. What? What? What?
Man.
No, don't you get that slime all over me, you.
Oh.
Now that goes to show you, the big flatheads, they'll eat those bluegill. They also eat all the shad and stuff that come in. They'll sit on the bottom, and that's what we're doing, taking that thing on the bottom. And he just about, well, you were wanting to bite. You got one, son.
It just loaded up, and boy, they're strong, fun to catch.
You got big fish of the day, but it's the wrong fish. You couldn't weigh it in the tournament.
Oh, golly.
Matt, it's starting to get a little dark on us, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
we came out here, tried the afternoon bite, caught some fish. You caught a big old catfish. Golly.
How many bites do you think we had today, though?
Quite a few.
I think there's a lot of bluegills in this lake.
Yeah, if you love bluegill hunting, I'll tell you, this might be the place for you as well. But this has been a fun lake. I mean, this Apache Lake, it's nice to see at least some decent fish, and I mean some good quality fish. And I know I caught an 11-pounder here in the spring, and it was, this lake's, haven't seen any smallmouth really to speak of, but I know some people have caught a few, right?
Yeah, I've heard of a couple caught. I actually saw pictures, so there's still some smallmouth in here.
I'm caught up. But I'll tell you what, I've had a great time. We're gonna come back out and we'll try it again on another day because we know what Apache's all about, man. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't discount the drop shot bite or a flip bite or something like that on this lake.
Yeah.
I think we'll have some fun doing that.
Change it up a little bit.
You bet, you bet. Thank you so much for,
thanks you, buddy.
for joining us on the show. Always loving having Matt Shura on. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. I'm Johnny Johnson. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about, folks.